Can we normalize calling perfumes out for what they are? Because I still don't get why people like this perfume. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bella and this is Bella's Perfume Diaries. If this is your first time stumbling on this channel, Perfume Diaries is a series where we'll talk about perfumes, a sprinkle of beauty and lifestyle. So if this is the kind of content you like, please click that subscribe button and join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in once again. So on this episode, I'm going to be talking about TikTok viral perfumes. TikTok is another very crazy world. When one perfume gets hyped, a lot of people join the bandwagon. Sometimes it turns out great, but other times it turns out to be trash. I know how painful it is to buy into the hype. When you eventually get these fragrances, they are not worth the hype. So I'm going to be rating these TikTok viral perfumes and letting you know which ones is worth your coins or not. Let me start with the most recent one, which is also the most recent in my collection. Kissa Pink from Paris Corner. TikTok made me buy it. It is said to be a beautiful milky strawberry scent that has coconut in it, allegedly. Guys, I do not smell the coconut. A lot of people compare this fragrance to Yara, which I'm going to be coming to in a second. I see similarities between the two. To me, Yara and Kissa Pink are like 99.9% similar. To me, this fragrance smells like hair cream. And if I'm rating this fragrance, I would rate it like a 4/10. Like, it's not all that. To me, this fragrance is just there. It should not be this hyped. I feel like when fragrances are hyped, they should hit you and you're like, wow, this is worth all the hype. But when I smell this fragrance, maybe because I've smelled this DNA before, but even at that, I still don't see this DNA as like a crazy fragrance that people should be hyping out. So that's my thoughts on Kissa Pink. I just feel like the hype on this fragrance is not justified. To me, I see this fragrance as a casual scent, maybe to run errands, to stay around the house, but I don't see it as a dressed up kind of scent. If you are a lady that loves very feminine, girly perfumes, maybe you would be completely obsessed with this. I don't hate it, like despise it, but I don't love it either. So that's Kissa Pink from Paris Corner. Now, the next fragrance that was hyped is a designer fragrance, Narciso Musk Noir Rose. The video that made this fragrance viral was, I think, from a French lady.
Say your name and tell me what you wear.
Yes, and I am wearing the Narciso Rodriguez.
I didn't even get this fragrance because of the hype. I think I saw the hype after I got it. The reason why I got this fragrance was because one of my favorite influencers, Kamsi Namani, talked about it. To me, I see this fragrance as a beautiful, sophisticated rose and musky scent. If you like musky fragrances, you would love this. To me, I see this fragrance as a very elegant scent. I'm not crazy about it, but I love it. It's a beautiful, elegant rose scent with musk. I think there's a little bit of pear in it as well. It smells very ladylike, very prim and proper, very elegant. If you like those kind of fragrances, you would absolutely love this. So if I'm rating this, I'll rate this an 8/10. So that's Narciso Rodriguez Musk Noir Rose. Now let's go to the one that I absolutely love, and I feel this one deserves all the hype. Angel Share by Kilian. Guys, this fragrance was hyped back in, I don't know what year this fragrance was hyped. I just had to get it. I had to get it and it did not disappoint. This fragrance lived up to the hype and even more. To me, if I'm rating this fragrance, I'll rate it like 20/10 because it is that good. To me, this fragrance is a very beautiful, spicy cinnamon scent with this boozy vanilla. It has cognac. It is such an amazing, sexy, rich fragrance that is completely unisex. So a guy that loves to smell sexy would love this. And you know, ladies like to smell sexy, so they would absolutely love this as well. The hype on this is completely justified. So that's Angel Share from Kilian. Now let's go to another Middle Eastern fragrance that was hyped to the tip. Harim Sultan Gold from Kadlaj Perfumes. The lady that hyped it said this fragrance smells like a woman eating fruits with her titties out.
It smells like a woman with her titties out being fed fruit.
That video was actually what made this fragrance go viral because everybody wanted to know what a woman eating fruits with her titties out smells like. That girl did not mix words. She described this fragrance perfectly. To me, I feel this fragrance smells like liquid gold. It's just a mix of everything. I did a full review on it already. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it up here. This is an oil, by the way. They have come out with the perfume version of it, which I would love to try. This fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. It gives me like this tropical fruitiness. It smells green, it smells floral, it smells sweet, it smells fruity, it smells tropical. The hype is justified. When I smelled it at first, I was feeling sparks in my nostrils. It was love at first sniff. If I'm rating this fragrance, 10 out of 10. So that's Harim Sultan Gold from Large Perfumes. Now, let me pull up an oldie but a goodie, Baccarat Rouge 540. Tell me one fragrance that has been hyped as much as Baccarat Rouge 540. All the hate, all the love, everything mixed together made this fragrance a sensation. Even till now, Baccarat Rouge 540 is still talked about. I just have to say, it's lived up to the name. Even though it is all over the place now, but you cannot disagree that this fragrance didn't live up to the name. The hype is justified on this fragrance. But in 2024, please, can we stop hyping Baccarat Rouge 540, because we have gone past that. And I don't think anybody's hyping this fragrance anymore. But to me, when this fragrance was popular and reigning then, the hype was justified because it's a beautiful sponge sugar saffron scent that smells very airy, very soft, but at the same time very, very intoxicating. So if I'm rating this fragrance, 10 out of 10. Legendary fragrance right here, Baccarat Rouge 540 from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And now we'll be coming to the house of Kayali. This is one fragrance that was hyped from Kayali. It is still hyped till this very moment. You need to be a gourmand girl, you need to be a vanilla girl for you to get the hype on this fragrance. I feel like if you are not a gourmand girl or a vanilla girl, you would see this fragrance as just there. Even though it's not like, oh my god, I'm crazy about this scent, I want it right now, but it lived up to the name. The name is Vanilla 28, and this fragrance literally lived up to that vanilla. It's very yummy, it's very sweet. There's this burnt sugar in it that gives it this sophisticated sense to it. So decadent, so elegant. If I'm rating this fragrance, I would rate it like an 8 over 10. So that is Vanilla 28 from the house of Kayali. Now, another fragrance that was talked about on TikTok is Guidance by Amouage. This one was talked about, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. Everybody had something to say about Guidance. If you are an OG on this channel, you already know how I feel about this perfume. And I have to say, they are not even hyping this perfume enough. Like, this perfume needs to be hyped even more, because this fragrance is a mix of sexiness, femininity, and richness. It starts up with this beautiful hazelnut and pear that gives it this nuttiness, and then this very beautiful sophisticated rose with the olibanum that gives it a little bit of greenness. So that greenness mixed with the rose makes it very sophisticated and elegant, with the nuttiness following it through, and then you get this rich, refined, clean patchouli. This fragrance was done to perfection, guys. It was done to perfection, and the hype is over justified. If I'm rating this 100 over 10, because this fragrance exceeds the bar for me. I still feel that this fragrance is not for everyone. It is very unique. You have to test it out before splurging on it. It's a beautiful scent. I absolutely love it. So that is Guidance from Amouage. Now to the last fragrance in my collection that went viral on TikTok, Delina from Parfums de Mali. If you're looking for a very sophisticated floral scent that is still very feminine, Delina is that girl. Delina is the queen of floral. It has that lychee that gives it that tartness. It has rose that is done to perfection. This fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. If you're a floral girl and you need that it girl floral scent, this fragrance lives up to the name. Like, it lives up to the hype. If I'm rating this, I would also rate it an 8 over 10. Out of the line, the one that I like most is the Delina La Rosée. That one is very watery, very fresh. It still has that Delina DNA, but I feel I prefer it more, even though I have days when I crave this one as well, and I absolutely love it. This fragrance lived up to the hype 100%. Now, the other ones I don't have in my collection, Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. You guys already know how I feel about that perfume. I need somebody to explain to me in the comment section what is so beautiful about this perfume that you guys are hyping it up. Okay, because they said Rihanna wears it. Can we normalize saying perfumes are trash, calling perfumes out for what they are? Because I still don't get why people like this perfume. To me, this fragrance smells like fresh, minty sweetness that is very screechy. I cannot stand this fragrance. To me, if I'm rating it, I'll rate it a 0/10. 0. 0/10, because this fragrance is absolute trash. You guys need to stop hyping this thing up and deceiving people that this fragrance is all that when it's really not all that. Coming to the supposedly dupe version from Lattafa, which is Ansam Gold, same DNA, screechy mess. Still doesn't live up to the hype. 0/10 for me. Moving on. Now the last one is the sister to Kissa Pink, which is Yara by Lattafa. So Yara came out before Kissa Pink, and when I smelled that fragrance at first, to me it didn't smell like what I expected. To me, I loved it because it had this syrupy sweet richness to it, even though it had that strawberry milkshake scent to it, which is similar to the Kissa Pink. I did not find that fragrance so bad then when I got it, but now I feel like I've outgrown that DNA, that scent profile. When Yara was hyped then, I feel like it kind of lived up to 50% of the hype. But right now in 2024, I feel like I've grown past that scent. I've grown past that scent profile, and I don't see myself getting that fragrance or wanting to try that fragrance or even wearing that fragrance. So to me, I would rate it like a 5/10. So that's Yara by Lattafa. So those are the TikTok viral fragrances that I have tried. If you have tried any TikTok viral fragrance that did not live up to the hype, let me know in the comment section. The ones that lived up to the hype, let me know in the comment section as well. Have you tried any fragrance that I mentioned in this video? What do you think about it? I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section. Would you love to try any of them? Let me know in the comment section as well. If you have any fragrance that is not hyped currently that you think needs to be hyped even more, let me know in the comment section. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of this episode. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't, drop your scent of the day in the comment section. I would love to connect with you in the comment section. Thank you guys for tuning to Bella's Perfume Diaries. I'll be seeing you on my next episode. Bye.